is scratching cars like this all over one neighborhood. Coming up, I'll have more on the string of vandalism and what police want you to know.
A mom allegedly killed by her own son. Tonight we are hearing from her estranged husband and one of her good friends.
Among ongoing federal cuts, we've learned San Diego school districts are losing hundreds of thousands of dollars for DEI programs. That story coming up.
Thousands of UC San Diego workers are taking part in a 3-day strike, demanding better pay and fair labor contract negotiations. The latest coming up.
We're at Snapdragon Stadium for the 2025 She Believes Cup. We'll give you an inside look of all the excitement coming up.
Connecting kids with the love for soccer, Mr. Sean Ritchie shoots and scores as this month's Classroom Hero.
CBS 8 News live at 6 starts right now.
Tonight, Chula Vista police are warning the community about a recent string of vandalism in one neighborhood. Welcome to CBS 8 News Live at 6. I'm Marcella Lee.
I'm Carlo Cicchetto. Police have received several reports of X's and stars being scratched into the paint on cars over the last few months. Our Alex Cheney talked to the owner of one of those scratched up cars and Chula Vista police today. He joins us now with more. Alex.
Carlo and Marcella, we're actually in that neighborhood in Chula Vista right now, and so I want to show you what this looks like on just one of the cars that we found as we were in this neighborhood this afternoon. You can see an X is scratched into the hood of this vehicle. The Chula Vista police told us that they have many cars just like this one that they found today, and neighbors in the area say they're fed up.
I'm pretty sure it's like a rock or like, I don't know, a key or something, but it looks like a rock, so.
Moses Miranda found this large scratch on his car about 4 months ago. He says one of his family members' cars was also vandalized.
My parents' car a couple of times actually, and then I've been seeing like, how you said, like star marks and stuff. I don't know why. Maybe it's like one person, or it can be like a group, or I don't know.
The Chula Vista Police Department says they received at least 14 reports of vandalism of an X or a star being scratched into the hood or door of cars in this neighborhood near Castle Park High School. Police want to find the person or persons responsible for this string of vandalism.
At this time, it's not something that appears to be gang related, but regardless, this is causing a big financial loss for folks, and no one wants to come out and find their vehicle vandalized.
The Chula Vista police say the vandalism reports started as early as December of last year and had 4 come in just this week. Police are asking anyone with information or security camera video of an incident to come forward.
If you think you have something on video or any sort of evidence that might help us solve this, it's important that you reach out.
So once again, this is a string of vandalism. This has happened at least 14 times that has been reported, so it may have happened even more times than just that. If you have any information, contact the Chula Vista Police Department and let them know, or you can contact Crime Stoppers. Back to you.
Alex, this is the kind of thing that just makes people mad, people doing random stuff like this, damaging property. So is there anything that Chula Vista Police can do to stop this? What are they doing?
Well, they're going to increase enforcement. Actually, as we were here just this afternoon, we saw a few squad cars go around some of the corners here, so they're increasing their enforcement. They told me that they have a detective who is on this right now. He's trying to put all the pieces together, so they have a lot of assets going towards this right now. They're trying to stop this as what has just been an incredible string of vandalism that they are trying to end as quickly as possible. Carlo.
Hopefully we'll get some answers soon. Alex Cheney reporting live for us from Chula Vista. Thanks, Alex. Meantime, new information tonight surrounding a body found in a trunk yesterday following a police chase in El Cajon. Officers say the man they arrested at the scene is the victim's son. 24-year-old Richard Leyva is behind bars tonight facing multiple felony charges, including first-degree murder.
Our Steve Price spoke with several people close to the victim who say she tried for years to get her son help for mental health issues.
Jamison Webster came to this Motel 6 yesterday to drop some items off for her son. Sources tell me he was staying here after leaving a mental health facility on the same day he was admitted. Police say 24-year-old Richard Leyva killed his mom and then put her body in the trunk of a car.
Jamison was just such a great person. She always a smile.
Karen Saunders just saw Jamison last week, and they talked about her struggles with Richard and his mental health.
I kind of wish I hadn't said to her, you know, all we can do is keep trying. Maybe I should have told her, don't try. let him go, you know, maybe she'd still be here.
Police say Richard's older brother came to the hotel because he hadn't heard from his mom for a while and found her dead in the trunk of her own car. Richard then got in the car and drove away. His brother called police, who spotted the vehicle right away, leading to a chase and a crash on Mollison under the 8. Police then tased him before placing him in handcuffs.
I raised him. We've been together for a long time.
Mike Webster and Jamison were married for more than 15 years before recently separating. He says they had to call police on Richard multiple times.
He was always just like a little off. We had to collect all the knives in the apartment that we were living in and put them away just because of our own safety.
Mike says he doesn't know what pushed Richard over the edge, leading to Jamison's murder. He calls the killing insane.
Hope he goes to prison for the rest of his life. He took a great person's life. She'll give you anything that she can give you.
Jamison's friends agree.
Always such a smile and always so helpful to everyone, you know. She's gonna be missed.
Richard faces a first-degree murder charge and is being held without bail. Steve Price, CBS 8.
Heartbreaking. Thanks, Steve. As homeowners feel the pressure of skyrocketing insurance rates and even policy cancellations, many are worried about how they'll protect their property.
Tonight, a new bill aims to change the landscape for California homeowners and promise relief from rising costs. Assemblymember Carl DeMaio introduced the bill. It would suspend the state tax on insurance premiums and cap rate increases at no more than 7% for the next 4 years. DeMaio says San Diego County is getting hit by a wave of homeowner insurance cancellations and massive rate increases.
Insurance was canceled in the backcountry last year. We had insurance for 20 years. It was about $2,600 a year, and the only insurance I could get was with CalFair, and that went up to over $11,000.
There are now more than 451,000 policies under California's FAIR Plan. SDG&E is reporting it made a $891 million profit last year. That's $45 million less than earnings reported in 2023. But that was when the utility reported an all-time high of $936 million in profits. This comes after the California Public Utilities Commission voted to approve a rate increase for SDG&E last year. Customers will be paying more for electricity and natural gas. SDG&E says the increases would go toward wildfire mitigation, power grid upgrades, energy storage, and pipeline replacements. Thousands of University of California workers across the state and here in San Diego are on a 3-day strike.
CBS 8's Kelly Hessedal talked to workers at UC San Diego Medical Center in La Jolla about why they're on the picket line.
The big sticking points are what you would probably expect. They want better pay, more resources. These workers say they love their jobs. They love San Diego, but they also say they're struggling to make ends meet.
I get anxiety coming in because we're understaffed. We don't have the support that we need.
Valeria Garcia has been a respiratory therapist for 8 years at UC San Diego Health. She's also a mom of 4 kids.
Not just rent, daycare as well. So you're working and you're trying to figure out, like, do I pay the full mortgage today? Do I pay half the mortgage and then half towards the bills, half the mortgage, or get some groceries and then talk to daycare and be like, can I pay you the rest later?
She was among the crowd marching through campus today. At one point, they gathered on the bridge over the 5 freeway. The 2 unions on strike are UPTE and AFSCME Local 3299. They include healthcare, research, and tech workers. Mike McGlenn is a psychologist with UPTE. He says staffing levels need to increase.
Our patients are having to wait months, like 7 to 8 months sometimes for an initial appointment, or weeks or months in between appointments. And again, that harms the patient experience for folks who are in crisis. That can be potentially the difference between life and death.
However, UC San Diego Health denies there are any staffing issues. It released a statement that reads in part, quote, both unions have chosen to focus their energy on strike preparation and amplifying misinformation rather than negotiating in good faith. We have offered each union meaningful wage increases, healthcare premium reductions, and other offers to directly address the issues they've indicated are important to their members. And the strike continues in both La Jolla and in Hillcrest tomorrow. UC San Diego says it expects all of its locations to remain open. It says it has a plan in place to minimize the impact on patients. Kelly Hessedal, CBS 8.
Thanks, Kelly. Today, the Grammy Award-winning band Switchfoot joined Feeding San Diego in opening up a new school pantry. This year, Feeding San Diego aims to expand its school pantry program, addressing childhood hunger across the county. The Switchfoot Bro-Am Foundation made its annual donation to Libby Elementary, which has been on the wait list for the program. This will allow the school to distribute healthy food on campus at no cost to families twice a month.
The need is everywhere. Every community in San Diego, there are families that need a hand up, and for an organization like Feeding San Diego to meet those needs in a very tangible way, it's incredible.
The school pantry program aims to expand to another 17 schools this year.
Tonight, the city of San Diego is being honored for its efforts to promote sustainability.
For the first time, San Diego got the LEED Gold certification from the U.S. Green Building Council. The award recognizes cities that have incorporated green solutions, reduced emissions, and improved quality of life across every department. Those projects in San Diego include a goal of net zero greenhouse gas emissions by 2035, transitioning to a zero emissions vehicle fleet, and moving toward more homes powered by 100% renewable sources. Only one U.S. city received the higher platinum level of LEED certification, and that was Philadelphia.
Tonight, a new warning after the first measles death in the United States in a decade.
Coming up next, the latest on this outbreak and the latest efforts to fight the spread of the bird flu.
Plus, the new data that shows a difference between home sales on the West Coast and the rest of the country.
For today, we were still talking about those warmer than usual temperatures across inland areas in the double digits when you're talking about widening that gap. Here's the thing, most of the county is actually going to experience the 80s tomorrow. That includes the coast. I'll tell you why after the break.